Bit of an icky day today. It's coming up to 4 in the afternoon now. Spent the morning chilling out with the dogs, watching YouTube. Dealt with a little bit of laundry. It's been drizzling on and off, so I haven't really been able to go outside and play with Batman today because he'll get soaked running in the grass. Being a head teacher, school holidays don't mean that, or being a teacher, full stop, school holidays doesn't mean that you don't work. I got emails telling me I had to clear something in my finances, which I knew I was going to have to do because I'd missed a payment on our gas, the welding gas. So I got that paid last day of school, and everything needs to be acquitted before June 30, which is the end of our financial year. I got an email yesterday to say that that payment had been sent through to the department. I needed to go into my system and acquit it all, attach the receipts and that sort of thing. So I came into the study to get that done. Saw emails from the principal saying it's uncertain. It looks like we could be going into remote learning when we go back in term 3, but that's all up in the air. Partially because more people are being found and just about every state is now going into lockdown. Borders are locked. Lockdowns in cities over in Perth and Darwin up in Northern Territory. I don't think there's anything in Adelaide yet, but they've locked their borders. Victoria's preparing again. Queensland's got cases. We've got more cases in Sydney. We could be doing remote learning. We don't know. We'll see. Going to affect the Year 12s with their exams because the first 2 weeks of their exams, I don't know if they're going to allow us to do that. Find out. I've also come in and checked my uni results and didn't do too bad. 82 out of 100. My wife said she thinks that's a B-. I don't know about that sort of stuff for school, for universities and the states and stuff, but did a little better than I expected. I wasn't feeling that confident in some of my assessments, but that's probably just me beating myself up about it because I'm a bit of a perfectionist for that sort of stuff. So I'm just jumping in to uni as well and making sure I've got all of the notes from the course, that I haven't missed anything, haven't missed any links, that sort of stuff, so that I can do that while I've still got access, and trying to decide on which subject I'm going to do for next semester because I need to enroll in it. And I did engineering 1 this term. Unfortunately, this semester, unfortunately, they don't offer engineering 2 next semester. They'll offer engineering 3 and 4. And I'm only doing 1 subject at a time because doing 2 last year, trying to do that full-time working at HSC marking and all that sort of stuff at the same time was ridiculous. And I'm going into semester 2, which will have HSC marking, and yeah. I'm trying to figure out by asking around whether those engineering subjects go in sequential order, whether you need prerequisite or that sort of stuff, or whether they're all standalone, because I'm thinking of enrolling in engineering 3. And I'll leave the more theoretical one till the end of it when stuff has settled a bit more and my head might be more in the game. The master's subjects I'm talking about, not just the engineering. I'll get on with that. Good boy. Another cruddy day weather-wise. It's been raining this morning. You might be able to just see Batman on the stairs. We can't really go playing. I might try later on, but played on the deck with him, on the lower deck. Now you can see we've got 2 floors of decks, an upper and a lower deck. The upper one's narrower, but we still like to play with the dogs up there. But the problem is I don't have anything along these bottom sections to stop balls falling off, and also the gap looks a little scary to Sam. He doesn't like going out there. Batman's not too bad with it, but I'm just having a look through my timber store to see if I've got any. I'm thinking if I've got some treated pine decking still, if I've got enough of it, I'll be able to do a lower rail along up there. And I know I've got to do some work up there because some of the timber's starting to get, some of the pickets are getting old. But for now, so we can actually have the dogs up there as well, I'm hoping I've got stuff that I can actually use. Couple of sawhorses. Three long sections, a short section in the end. This one would be helpful. I think this is 3600. Didn't realise I had so much treated pine decking around the place. I've got plenty of what I need to do, as long as those little ones are long enough. That's it. The tape measure. checking out the yard. Sam's barking at the neighbour. Back in the shed. Haven't been in here for a while. Place is a mess. From when I was working on the fence, I've just got stuff all over here. And the blinds and everything, brackets are everywhere. So, yeah, that timber I had was plenty. Although the upper deck doesn't stick out quite as far as the lower deck, so there's still a tiny gap, which... However, when I was doing the measurements and everything, I discovered that some of the pickets were very soft at the bottom. And when I pushed on the pickets, the bottom rail is soft and moves. So I checked the top one as well. The top one's fine. But the bottom rail along there has basically become soft. I was going to cut the stuff up for the lower bits, but every time I went to get something set up, it'd start raining. I went, no, that's not going to happen, so I started packing up. And it started raining. Had a bit of a play with Bat, and he wasn't into it, strangely enough. Apart from my little timber store, which is that side of the store, the shed, when that used to be a full carport over there, that side of the yard, I had loads and loads and loads of timber there. And during that bushfires 18 months ago, I took just about all of that, pallets and everything, down to school. I dumped all the pallets in the construction space, which is why there's so many pallets in the construction space. And all of my timber I put into our storage shed at the back, near the car park. From memory, I have got timber down there that I could use to replace that. And the pickets I make, they're 30 by 30, so I have to cut timber down to use for that. And I've got some Oregon and some treated pine framing that I can use to cut that down to replace the rotten ones. But my wife said, you reckon I could run down to work tomorrow early and just make sure, like, see if there's stuff I need and I can use. So I'm going to do that.